Hi, I'm Paul Brodie. Mitch behind the cameras. Thank you, Mitch. So we were heading towards the end of the WOZNOT project, and we got some loose ends to do today. And there's 4 things, and then I can be, once the weather warms up outside, it's still the end of March here, a little on the cool, but I'll be in the spray booth, and I think Mitch is going to come and get a few shots of that at the time. But I've got paint here, so I've got 2 different systems. I just thought I'd give you a little explanation. So this one here, this is the pink for the WOZNOT, and I haven't looked at it yet. It got custom mixed. It's matrix, so it's a base coat, clear coat system, and then I got the clear coat here. I just thought I'd show you. There we go. Oh, look at that. So it's a custom color. On the other frame, it was an Imron color, and when I phoned up, I can't buy Imron in Canada. Has to come out of the US. They couldn't find the code, so I guess it was deleted from their code. And anyway, this is a pint. This is about $80 Canadian. And then this is the clear coat. I just got this. This is the activator. And so the clear coat in the US, it retails for $400 for a gallon. So in Canadian, that's about, what I figure, $5.60. And in Canadian, this is a quart. This is the activator. I can't buy it in Canada. $370 Canadian. A lot of money for paint. Paint has become very pricey. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to the mill. I've got a slotting saw, and I've marked out this. This is the pinch lug on the frame. We're going to cut a slot, and that mark there shows where the slot goes. Then we're going to drill a hole. Thanks for tuning in. And we have a slot. I've got a center punch. I punch it, center drill, then I drill the hole, and then I connect the slot with the hole. I want the hole to be right in line with the slot, so I'm eyeballing it as I go, and if it starts to go off, I have to make a correction. There we go. I went through a little bit. Oops. Okay, so the hole is in line with the slot. And now I take a hacksaw blade. It's kind of dull, but up at the end where I'm going to use it, it's sharp. So I go on one side of the slot, and the blade it's cutting this way, so I'm pulling it. There, it's through, so now I do the other side, and then a little bit of filing. Oops. There you go. Just file it a little bit to make it nice. Other side. This takes all the burrs off. And then Scotch-Brite. There we go. Slot. First job done. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, these are the levers. I got these at a swap meet, and I got a right and a left, but this one, it got notched out, which is fine, but I have to match it now. So what I'm going to do, I got a ball nose end mill. I think it's 7/16 or something. Maybe it's 3/8. And I'm going to set this up in the mill, in the vise, and then go back and forth. I'll find the center, offset it the same amount, and then we'll do this one. Loose ends. I don't know if you can see it. I put a line there. That shows me how far down I have to go. I used the combination square on the bench. And I want to climb mill the last cut, so there it is. We have slots. So they're both basically the same. I'm going to mill this down a little bit. I'll file that down so it's more flattish, but that'll happen later. Okay. We're going to work on the B now for the head tube. I'll bring that over here. I found this on my bench. I started this a long time ago. I can't remember when. So this is the B that goes on the head tube. It's going to get spray painted pink. And I'm going to show you how I use a 1/4 inch end mill to go down there. And then I do a bit of filing. And not too much time, we'll have a B. I got my 1/4 inch end mill. It's a 2-flute. Doesn't really matter. And I'm going to follow along on the line. And then we'll go to the bench, file it, and then I'll come around more. Okay, so I got to come down into the corner now. So I've got a triangular file, and Okay, that works okay. Okay, so that's looking fine. So we're going to go onto the mill again. And if this is the end mill, we'll come around like that. Okay. I'm just taking off extra metal now. Ah, nice. See, it's a little flexy now. Work better going this way. Okay. I got a coarse file. I'm going to get a finer file. I'll do some final sanding later. Okay, so we're going to go over to the mill now. And we're going to go along here. And maybe I'll do the last bit with a hacksaw so it doesn't jump around and do anything silly. Okay, that's enough for the mill. I've got a piece of Delrin. Do you see how it's a good fit? So what I do, because I can't, how do you hold that in a vise? You're just going to squish it. So you need to hold it somehow. So this is what I'm doing. Got my hose clamp. Okay, so now I can hold that in the vise and I can file that easily. Okay. See this? It's a 1/4 inch rod. It's a piece of fuel line, so it's a little bit soft. And then if I wrap emery around that, that's what I do. And that makes a pretty nice job. Okay, so take off the burrs a little bit on the outside. Take it off and we'll see how it fits on the head tube. Here's the head tube. That's going to look nice. It's going to get painted a pink color, clear coated. It'll look good. So we got one more thing to do. That's the brake booster. I'll show it to you here. It's the brake booster for the U-brake. It's going to go on the back. And this is kind of the last one I have. I guess I could make more, but don't want to. And this is the fixture we used to use back in a long time ago, 1988. That's when the boosters got started. You can see the red outline that I have to go to. And this is the fixture. And, you know, we made a few hundred like this. I would have 10 of these boosters all stacked up. You can see how I got the longer bolt here. So I would have a bunch of boosters stacked up. And then after that, we sent them off to a CNC shop. And that was just a lot easier. This is a lot of work. But to making one, that's good. So this is on the lathe. I bolt this on the back. That becomes part of the fixture. And then we go to the mill, because these aren't concentric, these two circles, and I use the boring head, and it cuts the outside shape. So we're doing two different things here. There's mill and there's lathe. And then on the bottom, I'll do that later, I'm going to drill the holes. And then this bit on the bottom, I'll just do that later. You don't need to see me hacksaw and file. So, but you'll get the idea of how the boosters used to get made. And we do have a video showing the whole process if you go back in the archives 4 years ago or so. All right, so we'll bolt this on. And we'll go to the... Actually, the outside part is the lathe, and the inside part is the mill. I had it mixed up. All right, let's see what happens. There's kind of a big lump to take off here, so might be a little noisy. We'll find out. And we'll do one more little cut, just to open it up a little bit. And I stop it so I don't get the swirl coming up. So that's basically done. We're going to go to the drill press, drill some holes, and then wish you well. There we go. It's all done. Thanks for watching. Mitch and I like coffees. You buy us coffees, it helps our channel. We'd like to get to 100,000 subscribers. If you can hit that button, that'd be much appreciated. Take care. See you next time.